get our best of 5 started. Pondex over to the side. Marky Duda wins the 50-50. Mystic and Cooks are a double commitment, but the shot towards the net will be blocked by Zenzis. Oh, but it goes off the post, and Marky will come in, punish that one hard. A pink cone sitting on top of Marky's guard.
The double commitment, Mystic and Cooksier. I think Cooksier might have been the one. Yeah, Cooksier's the one that actually got that touch.
Now Nilskog down to the side. A demolition from Zenzis in the net. He'll be able to put it in, through, and tie up the game. Nearly missed off the crossbar, but he'll get it in.
This has to be one of the more difficult things to make. Nilskog really pushing that in as fast as he can, nearly making the strike. Cooksier getting the demo just before Zenzis got that touch.
Slow movement from Flipside into the front of the box there. Cooksier tries to push it through. Who gets down first? It's Cooksier. He grounds himself and flips it in, able to push it through the defense and get the lead.
A lot of weight interactions happening for this. Mystic actually missing that first touch. I think he was trying to get around it, but it was really difficult to say. He barely got around that ball.
Marky looks to wrap around, but Zenzis wins the 50-50. Now Pondex looking for the pass into the box. The shot from Zenzis is good. Look at this 1-2 play. Very quick and tight.
It honestly, that as quickly as it can possibly be. Pondex right off the side, Zenzis following right behind him, and that was 100% conscious.
Zenzis is right there, puts it behind Marky, and they'll finish it off with 3 seconds left. Excel takes the lead.
The light touch from Zenzis with all this pressure, he still opts to go. He actually got bumped. He got bumped, but he was able to get the flip just in time so that he didn't fly into the air.
Cooksier passes to the middle. Marquis takes the shot. Zenzis gets the block, but Cooksier with the follow-up. Flipside tactics on the offense, striking first.
I have to watch this from Cooksier's perspective. There's no way. What? What a reaction.
No, it's still 1-0 Flipside, 2-0, 2-0 Flipside. Look at the shot from Marky.
This first shot from Cooksier was just enough to bring someone back into net. Then Pondex trying to follow through. You can see him and Zenzis trying to come up. Nilskog on that.
Now Pondex having to fall back, retreat in time. Great counterattack here from Flipside. Mystic doing it all by himself, makes it a 3-goal game.
Just a clean solo play, knowing it was just him and Pondex, so he kept it out of reach of Pondex by putting it on the backboard, and the saucy
pass off the backboard. Zenzis again looking for goalies. Nilskog's shot, he'll put this one through. The defense kind of caught on rotation. Zenzis getting in the way off of his pass, and Nilskog brilliant accuracy here.
And you can see Cooksier making a full loop before contesting that, not totally aware of how that was going to bounce off Nilskog.
And Cooksier do this one by himself, carries it towards the net, does it, and Pondex not going to be able to get there in time. Looked like Nilskog got a bit caught out. I'm not sure if he got bumped by Marky there.
No, there was no contact between Marky and Nilskog, but I mean, even just kind of being aware of that happening could have potentially made him overturn.
Yep. Taking it past 2. Nobody in the back, takes the shot, puts it through. Very wide rotation. Kept waiting for Nilskog to show up and challenge there, but just not going to happen. As Cooksier won that touch with Pondex, puts it all the way down, gets the win here in Game 3.
Flipside spending a predominant amount of this game prioritizing control.
See Marky right there, passing up to Mystic. Quick transition immediately from Flipside. Mystic airborne will drop it in. Just able to get it when you see like the demolish and then the clear, and then the 3 players from Excel say, all right, let's move out. But then Marky passes straight to Mystic. They immediately score.
That was, just
Pondex down the shot all the way. It'll drop down in and tie it up. Great recognition by Pondex to realize there was nobody back.
Not just recognition, but this is a hard shot. Last second, he had to turn around and ensure that not only did he put it on target, but he had to make it fast enough to where Cooksier and Mystic couldn't get back in time.
Looking for Cooksier, dropping it down and puts it in. The angle from Cooksier here, what a play.
There's not much else to say other than this. Cooksier getting just above that in time. How on earth? He has no boost to follow this.
Cooksier actually thought he did. Oh my goodness, it goes through. Both of them thought he did. And look at this play from Nilskog to tie it up.
Honestly, Cooksier bought them a little bit of time by going for that. Since he had no boost, he just wanted to hopefully feint them into not making the attempt.
To the corner, Mystic to try and play it away, but Nilskog, he'll find the net. Everybody on Flipside thought Mystic had this clear and started to move out, but Nilskog knew he could do this, and he gets the lead.
And moving out as a group like that, Mystic opting for the ceiling touch. We see a lot of...
Marky with the soft touch. Oh my goodness, the backwards play from Marky, and it's a tie game again.
I have never seen this. I have never seen anyone able to put that much pace on it going that direction.
Nilskog onto the backboard. Marky Duda's there, but Zenzis, what a push, just shovels it through, and Excel has the lead again.
Zenzis reading Marky like a book, knowing exactly how he'd contest that, finding himself above it, timing that front flip so perfectly to make himself an unblockable wall. working as a pair, knowing that Zensis wouldn't get the touch, and he'll get the shot! The counter-attack from Excel, and they'll get their first goal.
131 kilometers per hour, a blazing shot, an absolute rocket right in front of the net. That'll give Flipside ball control here. Zensis gets bumped high. Marky takes the shot. The miss in front of the net gives us the tie game. Flipside's come back.
The smack on Zensis, so we couldn't follow this up because he would have easily cleared that out. And then Cook steered straight in the middle to Marky due to selfless play and a beautiful placement, and they will tie this game up.
Pondex now down the field. This should be the shot for Zensis. He doesn't even need to touch it. Pondex, again, the long shots, the overcommitment, and keeping the Flipside players in the corners. They don't rotate back, and Excel has the lead.
After all of that, Cooks here and Mystic in the corner.
Easier demos are going to suit this Mocket squad down to the ground, although a lot puts that one straight up. That is the angle of the century!
I thought he was going to drop it down for a teammate, but instead he goes for the angle into net. A lot out of his mind. What a way to open up the series.
Shot was not on target. There's going to be another one put into the bottom right-hand corner, and a lot has finished this game.
With only 20 seconds left and 1 goal down, you're going to be playing some retreating defense, but at that point, no one went for the contest in the corner. They both left it, both Pashy, and I believe it was Fairy Peak.
In our opening matchup, Magnus going to keep that pressure going off the backboard. There's the follow-up, and a lot yet again with an opening minute goal.
Magnus going for, this is a little more unorthodox. Usually they go for the backboard. You see Fairy Peak thinking he'd drop it down, Pashy thinking he'd drop it out, but instead he just smacked it in the ceiling. And
I really want to just take a look at a lot in this series as well, because, oh wow, okay. Well, that's an up-close look we just got there. 2-0 to Methods.
I mean, no one on Market had more than 30 boost. Fairy Peak had the most at 30.
And he was looking for some. Yeah. But I just want to see that shadow player coming out from Mocket. There's been a couple of opportunities where they have put Methods in a difficult situation, but speaking of difficult situations, after this game, it is going to be all to do for Mocket.
Oh, what a reaction time from Magnus as well. Just getting up there in time, barely putting that under the crossbar.
Actually trying to force the 1v1, and he's not going to be the happiest bunny with that one, but for the third time, a lot scores in the opening minute.
I was about to start counting who was going to win contest, and I think that just stopped me from bothering needing to count.
Mocket needs to prevent it at all costs. That is the best start, and they've managed to turn this back almost instantly. Crucial for Mocket.
Look at that touch from Fairy Peak. That was a really cool touch. Turning around, just make sure you can kind of backflip that back and Pashy get in there quick enough.
Now they're going to need to try and capitalize on it and make it two if they want to try and take down Method, who have managed to immediately, one goal after the other, back to 2-1.
I mean, this is pace, again, a lot. Mets beating out Pashy, Fairy Peak being stuck in net, getting outpaced by Magnus. There it is.
This Method squad, that could be the third, and it is going to be the third. A lot. There were questions in the play-ins. Can there be any questions now?
This drop, just letting it slide directly. Oh.
30 seconds. And there's the double touch. Great shot there from Fairy Peak. Hope is there.
Followed by the first balloon explosion we've seen so far. That was, I mean, that was clean.
That deserved the cheer.
That was clean.
Method, take the shot, and it's back to 2. Don't turtle up, just strike is Method's way of answering Mocket.
Fairy Peak and Freaky both not really knowing who should go for that first touch.
Good opportunity, PSG, with that counter-attack almost finding a way through. That is an open net, opening goal to Bluey.
I was going to say, Shogun, the opportunity's not over yet. Bluey just taking that 50-50 there and controlling his car and landing on the wall that quickly is what lets him get this opportunity on the goal.
So long hoping that this would be finally his chance to break out. This might be it, but Bluey is gonna make it too. Do not give him those midfield shots.
Yeah, again, we see Excel here kind of just sleeping on defense. Pondex pushing the ball a little bit too far forward, and Niels Cook, the mistake.
Strong contact there from Chalset allows Farah to come in for the counter-attacking play, and that might very well put this to rest.
Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be able to see much coming from Excel this game. It feels like they're trying to feel out PSG and
Even like a year ago where we had the RLCPL, a little shot there from Podex does give one over to XL.
Yeah, here we finally see a defensive error coming from PSG. Vera actually leaving the ball, and Chaussette just a little bit confused. He gets a misread off of the wall. And that
very well get punished for this very soon, unless they can change up. And so there's a shot, and yep, they get punished for it.
Where's the crystal ball? Where is it, Shogun? That prediction so perfect, but you nailed it right on the head. I mean, just pushing that ball a little bit too far away, and with nobody on their team trying to follow it up.
To say no, Chaussette would like to say hello to my shooting as Vera turns it in off the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the biggest, or if this was a conscious change from Game 1 to Game 2, but you can see there's a noticeable difference in the amount of possession of the ball from Excel. And more, they've had almost no impact on the play, and I feel a big part of that just inviting pressure from PSG.
Oh, and there's Niels Cook.
And maybe I should just eat my words.
Maybe you're the anti-crystal ball after that one. However,
take it. I mean,
that's an important goal, though. Niels Cook, the biggest shooter on that squad. So, we're going to come towards the end of game number 2. A closer affair, and it's actually not over. Census with the pat, with the slap, and with the goal.
I take it all back.
We both take it back, dude.
Just what a touch there from Census. Oh, getting that past Bluey. He had no faith there.
Niels Cook, he's got time. Zentus will go the other side. Niels Cook does it, and it will go in. We are all tied up. Excel with a magnificent comeback.
Yeah, Niels Cook here just so clutch for his team. This comeback from Excel all stemming from just getting a little bit more confidence.
Oh, there's going to be the shot from Chaussette, and it will trickle its way in after poor defensive clearance attempts from Excel. And then PSG, for the 3rd time in a row, take the opening goal.
Yeah, just good positioning there from Chaussette, really kind of opening up the opportunity.
To the middle, PSG can remain in offensive control. Shot from Ferrer, there is nobody back. And Niels Cook looks at his side and just goes, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, Niels Cook here just getting demoed here, and it's going to take him out of the game. Pondex and Zensis needing to buy just much more time there with 2 players sucked into the play.
For this squad, Zentis is going to put himself up, puts it straight down. Here's Niels Cook with the open net, can't turn it in. There's one.
And I love seeing this lurk here from Niels Cook. If you look, he's actually the 3rd man back in this play, playing off to the side. And instead, he knows that he needs to make these goals happen. Other teams didn't want to take the risk of just flying at that aerial. They really don't want to go up.
Chaussette! You are monstrous!
Wow, what a shot here from Chaussette. And I felt so bad after watching this from Niels Cook's perspective. He's just sitting here on the backboard, but he's unable to get a touch there. He hit his brakes and it causes him to fall off.
Mystic looking to pass to Mark. He takes the shot inwards. There we go. The pass play works for Flipside, and they're on the board.
And I feel like this is the vintage Flipside that we're used to. Just such great interference play, keeping teams locked on their toes, and that pass from Mystic into open space. We've seen actually a lot of these.
Is this
That's in.
That's in all the way down the field. Look at the clear from Cookser. Just recognizing, hey, everybody's out. Cool. Long shot for me. 2-0 Flipside.
Yeah, just a touch there from Violent Panda. A little bit too far from K-Dop, who was their 3rd man back. It's a risky play, and I think it's the right move from Violent Panda, just not the right execution there.
The beginning of
Oh, that's going to be in?
K-Dub get up in time. Nope, cannot. Cookser another long shot here. So he puts that one through. 3-0 for Flipside.
And just like last time, another pass straight from Violent Panda. This one a little bit different. Trying to play a little bit more aggressive. I do have to say though, with the goal, with a 2-0 lead.
Oh, get up. Okay, there we go. Finally, they'll get it through off of the kickoff. Bit of a mistake made by both sides there, as we'll see that a 2-goal lead.
Yeah,
now.
Cuck's trying to get that over to Turbo. That's just a little bit unfortunate for Cuck's. Maybe bad decision making there instead of just going to the side.
The pass, Violent Panda. Turbo Pulsa, rather, excuse me. What a play there. Finally finding the pass inward.
K-Dop here. Cuckser recognizes the pass is going to happen, but K-Dop lets it drop and makes sure to get actually behind the other side of the ball. It's a little bit too obvious there. I mean, oh, what?
Whoa, Violent Panda dropping it in a lot of traffic, and Gale Force has the lead.
Violent Panda, this shot was incredible. The double touch in such a tight angle, going down as well to beat Mystic.
Misses on the wall, which will actually buy him more time than Marky would ever be able to. The breakaway all the way down. Two players, they bumped in the midfield.
You have no idea, but Marky also, just as he went over that boost pad, gets full boost.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's just such fortunate timing there for that bump between the two players.
Final countdown hits. Turbo to K-Dop. Shot downfield.
Mystic has no
Up
boost.
high. Nobody's there. K-Dop will drop it. It's nice and soft behind Mystic, and K-Dop with 5 seconds left will secure a win here for Gale Force.
I watched Mystic's full rotation. Every boost on the opposite side of the field was completely taken, but instead of going through the center of the field, picking up small boost pads, he only went for the big boost.
Oh, wow. Wow. I said that K-Dop secured the win for Gale Force, and on the last goal, it basically was true, but now it's absolutely true. Just a brutal kickoff here for K-Dop.
The easy blinking on that calculator could never be so true.
Gale Force has become so strong, and they're going to, oh, the Cooks
yes.
are, look at this start. Flipside will get on the board.
What a play here actually coming from Marky, just passing it straight to Kux on the side. He sees K-Dop turning like that, and for Kux to just place that right on top of K-Dop makes it such a difficult shot to defend.
This one will get a wave. Cooks are with the flick. Mystic with the shot, not going to be there.
Oh, yes!
Wow, the Koopa Stomp!
Are
you kidding me? Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a play here from Kux at the pop over Turbo Pulse. If you watch, he's just flying directly in front of the ball, and he makes himself as wide. For all the viewers at home there, Cuxer was not in ball cam. You can't see that due to the spectator option.
Gale Force needs to play better than they have the entire series to get the win in 4 games. So here's a good start. Turbo Pulse off the pass from Violent Panda. It'll score, make it a 1-goal game.
Yeah, this is a really difficult position to be in. Gale Force is doing such a good job at supporting each other. You can see Turbo and Violent, you even see Cuxer he's going for the clears. He's pre-jumping so early. He doesn't want there to be...
What Mystic to Marky. The Turbo Pulse on defense right now is not making the touches he needs. You just watch this ball roll right past him.
It was a difficult shot to, or a difficult opportunity to defend. He was trying to protect from a shot, but there wasn't the pressure, like you said.
It's definitely possible to score too, but very difficult, especially when Cookser's doing things where he can set this up for Mystic, puts it underneath K-Dop. Beautiful offense. Man, when Flipside's got the lead, they just become such a beautiful team to watch.
I don't know how much you can credit Flipside for this. They can be beautiful, but I mean, it's 3 goals ahead. Right, and it's so important to be able to not only, a goal here from K-Dop. It's awesome to see them still fighting, even for game number 4. 2 goals in 5 seconds might seem impossible, but Gale Force so skilled, each one of these players on offense, on defense.
Puts it into the orange box, and Marky Duda drops this one softly. K-Dop will take the shot, gets the double tap off the post. Poor Mystic and Net can do nothing but watch.
What a shot here from K-Dop. This angle's so tight. If you watch from K-Dop's perspective, he sees the air and then just goes straight for the ball.
The full clear down, and the solo play, the sloppy clear here from K-Dop as it gets played right back to Cookser, and he'll shoot.
Sorry, I got so excited just because Kux coming from the turnaround like that to a bullet, and it's the perfect...
In the air, shot towards the net, it goes in. What pace this pinch puts it through. Gale Force has the lead back.
Turbo Pulse, this is so heartbreaking here. Not only did Kux get bummed, so he had to take a little bit longer of a route there to the boost, but it also stops Mystic from getting a better touch there. Nobody there to follow up on it. Mark just handing that ball away. Oh, it's a goal.
Shot towards the net, nobody there. Wide rotations, and the 2-goal lead for Gale Force now.
And this is just that same mistake we saw Violent Panda making in the first games of the series, just passing that ball into open space, expecting his teammate to be there. Very difficult for them to make something happen. We see them going for aggressive passes, and
Marky, can he get this one through? He does. 1-goal game, and still a minute and 20 left to work with.
My heart is going crazy. I have heart palpitations right now. This touch from Cuxer coming in off of the crossbar, it looked like it was all over, especially Marky just putting that barely over Violent Panda. I think
K-Dop around. Turbo Pulse a shot. Beautiful placement, a beautiful pass, and the Turbo is starting to really wake up here.
Wow, I mean, this touch here from K-Dop coming off the side and going back center there, that is such a good touch because
looks like the story is you get the lead and you hold on to it here in this match. And a nice drop by Mystic. 7 seconds left. This is still possible.
That shot was incredible from Mystic, and to go in the last seconds, this is so possible. We've seen him do this already multiple times today. Have mercy, Mystic.
Have we turned on unlimited boost? Because these guys are not slowing down for anything, and Metanoris is going to turn that one straight in with a slow dribble down to the bottom.
And he used Magnus at help. You couldn't really see it in net, but Farah got completely bodied out by Magnus, forced to jump early, unable to make the recorrect.
It's going to allow PSG to continue their pressure. Chaussette just keeps hitting the ball, and it will go in.
How many touches was he able to manage here? Turning around immediately, and this is that quick turnaround that PSG was able to execute earlier today. 1, 2, 3, getting the final dunk underneath the defender.
To Chaussette, and that's a bump actually as Farah's got an open goal to aim at. And yet again, the bumping plays coming up. Farah really well smarted.
I'm imagining this, yep, I think it was intentional. He turned to Metz last second and just slammed him out of it.
Not quite turned in. There's going to be an extra opportunity, and that is going to be the 2-goal lead. PSG looking strong.
And I'm assuming Magnus he had no boost left in net because there's no way he should not have been able to get that block, but he had nothing left, and that's the quick turnaround.
Looks like it will be PSG's match to take, as they will take the opening win and an extra goal for themselves in a crucial series.
They used Method as help here. Magnus pushing that through, and then him and a lot bumping into each other a lot, getting caught on the corner.
These shots aren't necessarily designed to get goals. They're just designed for this pressure, this goal, and this situation. PSG 1-0.
Right past the defender, just sitting and waiting. Magnus thought he was able to contest this in time, but Farah just beating him on the angle. Magnus looks like he may have flipped a bit too early still.
Down to the other side. Magnus with the pass into the middle. There was a demo as well. Method played it perfectly.
A little bit of ping pong the moment it falls in. Bluey crossing field as well, but Magnus was there. The demolition from Metz and the perfect placement, maybe too perfect.
But Naris looking for Magnus. Magnus looking for the net. And both of them find their targets.
Every single time they bring it out of their half, they somehow make a play out of it. It always looks like that might be just a bit too far, but it doesn't matter. They always keep it in range.
But it was Method that able to get the goal, but no, there's Chaussette having a breakout season for himself, and this time he breaks out for a goal.
And it's just huge to see Chaussette be able to be so consistent, so accurate as well. Metz sitting on the ground.
Honestly, boost will be the biggest thing, and that's going to be even bigger, though. Bluey with the whiff. Magnus takes advantage. We are all tied up.
Of all the times for Bluey not to make contact on it, he thought he got there just in time, but sometimes you're pacing across those corners. To know how these guys communicate in the game, how efficient. Oh, but an unanswered touch. Metz and Naris is going to carry that all the way through. The moment no one went for this in the corner, he saw the angle he had, as small as it was. Chaussette really should have had contact on that, or at least been in the way for some sort of 50-50 when Metz came in for that.
We saw how many Chaussette did earlier for his goal and just went, I can probably beat that. Here's Chaussette, actually goes all the way by himself. No contest means no chance for Method. We are tied up yet again.
I thought he was looking for Bluey out there on the side, but I think Bluey ended up going for the bump, so we communicated, hey, just take the shot a lot. The demolition on Farah could keep this open.
Here's the shot, it's in! Magnus turns it into the back of the net. PSG have got 7 seconds, otherwise they will lose this game.
The demolition on Farah and Chaussette, he had just enough boost too. He still had 5 left.
Bluey getting more and more defensive as this series goes along, and they might be able to reap the rewards, and they will. Bluey down to the other end of the pitch.
Metz again struggling for boost. I don't know if he was able to get this corner. When it wasn't there, he tried for it. And even though this shot was weak, it was just strong enough, and the pass down from Farah back to Bluey.
Bluey gets demoed, but he does get a touch. There's going to be no one in net for a while. It's going to be Chaussette versus Metz in a race. Both of them full flat, but here comes Farah. Off the side, turns it in, 2-goal lead.
I mean, what do you do as Metz here? You have to assume Chaussette's going to take the shot, and he was outpaced by Chaussette, so he had to try and read the shot.
Both these teams playing on the ground to start this match. Bluey looks to try and make a way, but Magnus reads the pass. But Chaussette and the rest of PSG looking for something a lot, has to try and deal with Bluey. Opening goal to PSG.
We've seen so many bumps so far, even just this weekend. Bluey going for a lot. He actually completely missed him, but it still stopped a lot from jumping. He wasn't able to get up there.
But the very first thing they got to do is get this out of their defense. But no, PSG are going 2-0 up.
I don't know how he found the space or the angle to get into this. This shot from Chaussette ended up resulting in a pass over to Farah. It actually may have originally intended to be a pass to Farah, but
I think that they will rest on this, but here comes Method and Metzenaris. You've got your fancy angles, you've got your cherry pickers, but can you do it negative?
He had all the time in the world for this, and Bluey even had full boost, but just placed out of his reach.
They're just allowing too many shots. Here's going to be another one, and they can't drop down to it. PSG reinstate their 2-goal lead.
I believe this was another bump. Yep, Chaussette landed directly on top of a lot. Because it was locked onto ball cam, I don't know for sure how intentional it was.
That could be crucial. Heading into the second half of this game, that is going to be crucial. Straight off the counter-attack, PSG put it to 4-1.
As risky as that was, I think you're going to have to take some risk to get the reward against this team right now, especially with how PSG is adapted.
Oh, it's going to be right now. There's going to be the shot. It's going to go straight in. These guys are just throwing everything at each other.
And I mean, this was a bit of a misread by Chaussette. I think he should have had that contest, and his goalie expected to. But
can PSG be about to do it, or will Method have one more thing to say about it?
23 seconds to try and tie this up. Chaussette, another missed defensive touch. Right now, that seems to be his biggest fault. Luckily, he's still bringing it out for his team, and he needs to on offense.
Getting the earlier win. Turbo takes a shot over the top. Pashy grounded in net. A bit too aggressive there. He didn't like that. Gale Force takes the lead.
Freaky wanted to try and challenge that in the corner. Fairpeak falling in, but that gentle touch from K-Dop to Turbo.
Still the 1-goal lead for Gale Force. K-Dop will make it two. Two defenders in net, but he's able to get it through and increase the lead.
So that is Gale Force's eighth shot on net. Went straight in, no one to contest that. Perfectly placed from the corner.
Real enough touches here. Turbo will put another one in. Sloppy defense there from Mocket. And Gale Force is running away with game one right now.
Freaky trying to get up for that, but him and Fairy Peak both contesting the same ball. Freaky ended up going by, missing completely, and leaving the net wide open for Turbo to sink one in.
Defense will spawn, and Turbo will try to set up K-Dop. Drops it back to Turbo. He puts it in. Look at that touch there. 4-0 for Gale Force.
This is one of the hardest things to execute. How fast he was going to the right, and he just drops it so beautifully down for Turbo, who just caresses it in the net. He didn't have to do much for that.
K-Dop will put a slow underneath, put it in front of the box. Actually, Turbo misses, but K-Dop's shot will still go in. And they're just putting on the hurt right now, racking up the points for you fantasy players.
It just feels like they're being toyed with right now. K-Dop taking it out of Violent Panda's hands.
Freaky will look to continue this pressure and puts it in front of the box, and Fairy Peak dropping it down. And the birthday party happens all over here. That goal is just the best.
I think it's my favorite one, especially because the yay!
Yeah.
So that was just backboard abuse, which I guess we should start coining that. That was backboard abuse there from Mocket.
3:50 left on the clock. Turbo pulls off the backboard. Didn't require any abuse for this one. Just one touch, very cleanly to tie the game.
Just chasing this all the way down. Freaky and Pashy from net, but Pashy coming a bit too far up. You see him trying to panic react to it.
What a play by Fairy Peak. K-Dop actually puts it in himself. Look at this play by Fairy Peak. It looked like he was just kind of going for the whatever passes, but it works out so beautifully.
Not only an incredible shot, but then the mistake from K-Dop.
But that goal has like a bit of like kind of dry humor, like sarcasm to it. Like, oh, yay, you scored it. And Freaky, he'll get the Class C fireworks to go off here. And a very different game two here. Now we see Mocket just out to a 2-goal lead.
To see this turnaround feels real good. That's actually just a normal. Oh, that is the firework.
The newest name, and he's been around for plenty seasons. And K-Dop, what? Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here talking about Fairy Peak like he's about to make a good save in net here, and K-Dop's like, nope, not at all.
Even watching it from his perspective, that first, that jump off the wall to make, he had to time it perfectly so he didn't accidentally hit it off the wall.
Peak to Pashy over the top, shot going towards the net. Violent Panda can't get up in time, and Pashy's locked just towards the net, just enough to make it work and get Mocket on the board.
And they're finally able to turn it around before Violent Panda or anyone from Gale Force can get back on defense. That's what both of these teams have been trying this entire game in unprecedented.
Oh, wow. Another one in here off the kickoff. Pashy makes it a 2-goal game. Pashy rocking the silver banner there.
The Silver Dragon.
Silver Dragon.
It's all about the Bronze Dragon, baby.
Yeah, man. Bronze Dragon.
My voice is going to crack while I say that, too, because I'm that much of a sweaty tryhard.
Violent Panda to K-Dop. Good plays in the corner. Will give Gale Force a goal here, cutting down the score margin to just 1.
And this again, it looked like Mocket had control, and then Fairy Peak left in line. Another counterattack. Violent Panda just baiting him out, waiting for it.
Walked away. Pashy hanging back. Getting interference also. He's going to miss that one in the midfield, and there we go. Gale Force with the lead.
Pashy trying to make sure that he got this save. He turned around just a bit too much. And then I don't know if he actually altered a way around him.
Violent Panda up. Shot is high. Can he follow this one up? He can. Drops it through. The clean double tap from Violent Panda 2-0 Gale Force.
The VIP himself, the 6th shot he will put in, following that through. Beautiful touch as well.
Right now they're threatening game 5. Apache puts the shot in off the quick pass from Fairy Peak, and Mocket's on the board.
Watching this in auto cam, I honestly didn't see Apache come at all. He just managed to sling his way across, get the shot in right off of kickoff.
Final minute of game 4. Violent Panda, blazing shot there. Puts it through, hat trick here for the veteran player, and they're up by 2.
I need to rewatch this just to see if it was a pinch off of
I feel like it has to be.
Yeah, I think it was. I think the trail turned orange for just half a second. That was stupid fast.
K-Dub will take a shot in an open net. Mocket was going to try and move out onto offense, but that just quick interception, getting in between the players by K-Dub will give Gale Force the lead.
The quick interception followed by a demolition turbo pulsa, taking out the defender as well.
All this pressure from Gale Force, eventually they will crack, and it's right there. K-Dub puts it through 2-0.
Well, I want to watch this from K-Dub's perspective. He had, they were like Play-Doh in his hands. He was going to go for the shot. He completely faked them both out, and then they body slammed each other. As comical as it can get watching 2 defenders smack into each other.
K-Dub will play it away now. Game 5 lighting up here as Fairy Peak drops it in. Happy birthday, Fairy Peak. It's a 1-goal game.
I will never get over this goal explosion. Happy birthday, Fairy Peak.
Wait. Yay!